$339 per month. That's what Congress is currently debating. But what if I told you Congress is debating this because this could potentially be good news for the American people, or this could be bad news? Does $339 per month sound too good to be true? Well, if it does, make sure you stick around for this entire video. I want to explain what's going on and how you could potentially see an increase or what we're actually calling a decrease. Now, first, all I ask is if you enjoy these daily uploads, do me a favor, go ahead, hit that like button. It really does help out the channel. And let's begin with the video. So what is Congress currently discussing? Well, they are discussing a bill for Social Security to keep Social Security solvent past 2034. Right now, they're doing very little as far as negotiating, but they're discussing it because the discussions are where things start. Now, 2023 was supposed to be the year of Social Security. And I say supposed to be because we are already more than halfway through the year and we have not got anything for Social Security. However, this is also the year right before a presidential election. So according to experts, they're predicting that there will be nothing drastic happening to Social Security before the presidential election. But why? Why is that? Why wouldn't Democrats come out and try to pass something for Social Security recipients? Because then they would likely vote for them. Same for Republicans, right? Well, according to multiple experts, they say the reason why Democrats would not want to vote on something is because they could be voting on Social Security benefits getting pushed back, which would mean it would delay how long or how soon you could get your benefits. And I will address that in just a minute. Republicans also don't want to see an increase to taxes. So for that main reason, Republicans don't want to vote on a bill for Social Security either, because there's two likely outcomes, two things that will likely be in the next Social Security reform bill. But what does this mean? Well, here's what we know. The last time Congress made any major overhaul to Social Security, this was back in 1983. This was before I was ever even born. Okay, this was also 50 years after, or pretty close to 50 years after, I think it was like 48 years after the Social Security, this was first launched back in, I believe, 1935. But again, it's been 40 years since we've even done anything as far as an overhaul to Social Security. And at this time, according to experts, they are saying we have to keep things in line with current events, with current times, right? They say back in 1983, well, not they say, we did. They voted on a bill that would raise the full retirement age from age 65 to age 67. This slowly happened, and now the full retirement age is age 67. They also increased payroll taxes. Again, actually raising the full retirement age any more past 67, this is actually something that Democrats say we can't do, but Republicans say this is something that we need to do. Then on the flip side, Democrats say we need to increase payroll taxes, but the main Democrat, the one in charge, President Biden, he says that nobody making less than $400,000 per year will pay a penny more in taxes. So under the Biden administration, Democrats cannot raise payroll taxes without making it look like President Biden lied again. And as far as Republicans are concerned, they do not want to raise taxes. Okay? So keep that in mind. Both of these things are on the table. Okay? And according to multiple experts, these might be the only two things that can be agreed upon. Because there's a proposal out there to raise Social Security revenue by increasing taxes, but only to the wealthy. Also, they want to take that money, they want to invest it privately, and then hopefully they can return enough that over the next 20, 30, 40 years, Social Security would be privately funded. Okay? And this funding that they're going to get, again, I think it's like 1 point some trillion dollars, but this funding that they would need would then make Social Security solvent for the foreseeable future. The only downside and the risk is, what if we take this money, invest it, and it loses money? That's a possibility. So that's why I say these are the only two options that are currently on the table that both parties are actually considering. Currently, lawmakers are pushing to raise the full retirement age to age 70. There's multiple lawmakers that are trying to do this, but there's no Democratic support at that current number. However, there is support at age 69, which is just 1 year earlier. So that's on the table right there. The other thing is taxes. Currently, we pay 12.4% for Social Security tax. Half of that, 6.2%, is paid for by the employee, which is you, and the other half, the other 6.2%, is paid for by your employer. Combined, 12.4%. There's proposals that go back to 2006, 2007, all the way up until now, and they all talk about the same thing: increasing the Social Security tax by 2% per year. Now, according to White House aides, they say that has been discussed, and that if this is something that they do, they're open to starting with a 2% increase starting in 2024. But here's the problem. We cannot increase the Social Security tax by 2% for everybody, because that would make the promise that President Biden made of nobody making less than $400,000 per year would pay a penny more in taxes. That would be a lie. So, here's what is being discussed. Here's what has a little more traction. House Republicans would agree on starting a increase to Social Security taxes, but they would have to get something back in return. Chances are it would be extending the Trump tax cuts. So if we see the Trump tax cuts and we see increasing the Social Security tax rate by not 2%, possibly 1%, that is something that they would consider according to reports. But they would not start this in 2024. They'd start it sometime in 2025 at the earliest. The other thing is, they actually don't want to vote on this until after the election, which would mean this might not happen until 2026. Again, this is getting closer to that date of insolvency. Now, the reason why a lot of experts are saying that lawmakers, all of Congress does not want to vote on this bill is because they are worried that if they vote on this bill before the election, that is going to hurt them. Okay? Now, what is this $339 per month? What is this? Well, the reason why lawmakers are discussing over $300 per month, and some are saying it's an increase, some are saying it's a cut, some are saying it's a reduction, some aren't saying anything at all, is because currently the average income or monthly benefit is $1,691 per month. Okay, that's what the average Social Security recipient gets. Now, if Congress is not able to find a way to change Social Security somehow and keep Social Security solvent past 2034, then we will see at least a 20% cut. This would go from $1,691 per month to $1,351, actually $52, which comes out to $339 per month, or more than $4,000 per year that you would actually lose in a benefit. All because Congress couldn't come to an agreement. So, just wanted to fill you in on what's going on at this time. There's a lot of people that are very concerned that Congress is so lackadaisical when it comes to any of this stuff. They aren't really pushing. They're not. There's no urgency within Congress to try to get something done for Social Security. And according to many experts, if this isn't done, if we do not see some type of Social Security reform within the next 3 years, okay, that's currently 2023, if we don't see some type of change before 2026, there's a good chance, doesn't matter what lawmakers do, we would still see Social Security become insolvent by 2033 or 2034. So, as we get more information, I promise I will fill you in on all the latest news and updates. All I ask is 2 things. First, hit the like button on this video. Also, click that subscribe button so you never miss an update. And I will see you guys on the next one.